Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Damian Lillard. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the 2. And for Denver, we've got Gordon. Michael Porter's out there with Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Bull in at the 4.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Morris against Lillard. Floats it up for Jokic. Here is Lillard. Lets it fly, and it falls over the rim and in. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
Love how assured Lillard is from this spot. He's a confident shooter. He likes pulling up from anywhere.
To the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Covington. Floats one up, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Now, here is Morris. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Covington with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Porter.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Well, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
Now, here is Morris. Floats it up for Jokic.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Lillard outside. Inside, Nurkic. And Bull pulls it down.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Here's Jokic. And Covington sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. Here's Simons. Clock at 6. Kanter inside. Jokic defending. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Another shot. And it's Denver with the rebound. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Millsap trying to get open. Jokic, no good.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Jones, the pass to Carmelo, and it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Back to Harrison. Passes it to Gordon. Tipped away. Here's Simons. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now here's Gordon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. McCollum picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Harrison passes to Green. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 6. Powell for 3. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Jones. Now the pass to Powell. Lets it go with a 3. Oh, big time shot.
He just beat the buzzer.
Wow.
He barely beat the buzzer right there.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the...
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
JaVale McGee is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Cantor.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Here's Green, pass to McGee. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in. And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Cantor. McGee on the double team. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Lillard outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Covington wide open. He fires. Portland with a new 14. Nurkic finds Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
5 on the clock. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Morris outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. Powell kicks to Cantor. Back to Powell. Over Jokic. Passes it to Powell. The three. That shot off the mark. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Up top, Morris. On the wing, Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bull the pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. Here's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display from McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. To the inside, Cantor, crafty move, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Here's Morris. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
And so it's Portland. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Portland came out ready to play. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a... And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the two guard. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Here's Simons. Back to Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Bull pulls it down.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Morris against Lillard. This one for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 9.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Morris looking over the floor. Nice D from Lillard. Pass to Simons. Shoots the three. And another three for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Morris with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Simons. He has 7. Back to Lillard. There's the three. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Morris.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit his shots to drop.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harrison. Lillard outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. And a wide open look for Porter. Offensive rebound.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Lillard scanning the floor. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Here's Harrison. He feeds it to Millsap. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for JaVale McGee. And Monte Morris subbed in for Harrison. Back to McCollum. Here's the three. Denver grabs the miss. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Morris kicks to Millsap. Back to Morris. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Porter against Powell. Stolen by Cantor. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And that one drops. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Back to McCollum. A 3-ball. No good. And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Gordon in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. They get it back. Outside, Jones. Pass to Simons. Morris against Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they get it back.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
The more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack him.
Passes to Simons. The 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Morris. That's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
The pass to Jokic. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Anthony. Portland leading by 11. Lillard from deep 3-point land, and another 3 for Portland.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
And they double up Gordon. Here's Bull, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bull's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And it's Lillard missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Bull, that's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Simons, guarded by Porter. Simons, the pass to Lillard. To the middle, and stolen by Bull. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Snatched up. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
3-pointer, Lillard. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a 4th quarter he's going to want to remember.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Jones, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now an 11-point Portland lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one is on Bull. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in, and he nails the 3rd. Here's Morris. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Here's the three. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 10. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jokic on the follow.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Simons, the pass to McCollum. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental...
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Cole is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at point guard. And for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Connects from three-point range. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Gordon goes in. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Doncic with it. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. It's a 3-point game. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Harrison. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Releases from 15. Second chance effort. And the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
There's Harrison. Dishes it to Gordon. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Morris is checked in. Brunson scanning the floor. Cauley-Stein. It's good on the putback.
Well, this run largely the result of offensive rebounding.
Outside Porter. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Keeps it alive. Jokic on the follow.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive board.
And here's Brunson. to the wing on the left. The three from Porzingis. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They trail by 7. And Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap's offensive game, to me, is really multifaceted. I mean, he can score from a lot of different places on the court and in a lot of different ways.
Passes it to Porzingis. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. Jokic with the steal. Here's Porter. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Brunson finds Richardson. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, guys, it's really obvious that Jokic wants to keep getting better. I mean, he's got a lot of tools, and I think the sky's the limit.
And Jokic drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Burke looking over the floor. McGee with the block. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll get going at... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Fellas, the rebounding has been very strong. Excellent so far. Putbacks are very valuable, and they're getting some.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard. Redick with the bucket.
And this is exactly how Redick makes his living. An incredible three-point shooter who shoots it quickly.
Outside, Porter. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Now here's Burke, covered by Morris. Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Outside, Porter. Tries again. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from McGee.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Now, Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Powell kicks to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. And that one's good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Outside, Porter. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harrison passes to Green. Morris outside. Takes the three. It's not going to go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Wide open. Redick with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The Nuggets trail by 7. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Out left to the wing. Powell finds Redick. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Redick's got 6.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Up top, Morris. Brunson covering. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Burke. There's the 3. But they recover it. Powell kicks to Burke. Redick dishes to Powell. Back to Redick. The pass to Brunson. 3 on the clock. Over Morris. That one a little long.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
Brunson the pass to Burke. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the half. Good on the bucket. Burke's got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Morris. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Millsap. Got it. Good job in the low post. Millsap's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's what we call weight room there. I mean, Millsap's showing how strong he is finishing through contact.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And that does it for our halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Porter is out there with Harrison. Then there's Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Pass to Gordon. Now, here's Bull. Guarded by Porzingis. Now, here's Marjanovic. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Richardson. Down low, 6 to shoot. Stolen by Gordon. Bull with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Porter. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Porter finds Gordon. Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Doncic. Knocks down the step-back J. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
The pass to Jokic. Gordon trying to break loose. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts it up from 12. Doncic, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gordon.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Doncic outside. Chalk up 2 there.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Harrison passes to Gordon. Back to Harrison. Gordon kicks the ball. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. The dish to Gordon. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Burke, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Passes it to Powell. Cauley-Stein against McGee. Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. Back to Cauley-Stein. To the inside. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Morris with the ball. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Throws it up high, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Poked loose. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. J.J. Redick is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Richardson, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Harrison scanning the floor. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for J.J. Redick. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Bull. Back to Gordon. Lock at 6. Hardaway with the steal. And here's Brunson. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Kicks to Burke. And stolen by Bull. Gordon, the pass to Harrison. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Back to Gordon. Here's Harrison. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. A second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Now, here's Burke. He's covered closely, and the dunk by Powell. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Marjanovic drops in the layup for 2. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Now, Doncic. Over Harrison. Out to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bull can't hit. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's the pass to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Zinkas, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. .103 left in the fourth. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Dallas.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. His three-pointers off the mark. Denver with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Porter with it. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward spot. And for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. Here's Simons. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Porzingis inside. He gets it in there.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Lillard against Doncic. Tries from 10. Pass to Simons. From outside the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, I love seeing Kanter distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Now, here's Lillard. Lobs it up for Cantor.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now the Mavericks with it. 4-point game. Doncic feeling it out. Richardson outside. 5 to shoot. With the teardrop, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And there's the pass to Cantor. Inside, here's Simons. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Simons has got 5 points so far. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Doncic. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. From 10 feet out. The shot, no good. Nice D from Lillard.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks, he can be special.
Passes it to Cantor. 1:15 left to play in the first. Pass to Simons. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Richardson kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Marjanovic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Covington passes to Lillard. From past the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. It's Richardson on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Marjanovic, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now here's Powell. Burke covering. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. He dishes it to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. And he drops that one in.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense. The ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Powell, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A good close contest so far. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Hardaway in at the 3.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
McCollum outside. Here's Nurkic. That shot off. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Powell, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers on offense. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Powell, no one around him, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Burke, the pass to Powell. Anthony on the double team. Burke dishes to Powell. Cauley Stein kicks to Redick. Shoots the 3. No good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. High post, Cauley Stein. Here's Redick. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Jones sends it back. Here's McCollum. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Burke dishes to Cauley Stein. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Over Jones. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
1:33 left in the first half of the game. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Burke. Jones. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Hardaway with it. Now Anthony defending. Powell kicks to Burke. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for McCollum. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Doncic. Dishes it to Richardson. Left side, Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3". Can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Now, here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Doncic. The Blazers getting the bucket. That one good for 2.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now, here's Lillard. He kicks to Cantor. Now the pass to Lillard. Beyond the arc. But they'll get another chance. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Anthony in at the power forward. Here's McCollum after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Nurkic trying to get open. Anthony can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. For the tie, it's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Porzingis, uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 5-point Dallas lead. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dwight Powell comes in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Burke in for Richardson. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Basket, good. Lillard's got 7 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Hardaway with it. Cantor covering. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. And that's good off the glass that time. And the Mavericks lead by 7. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Brunson with it. The dish now to Hardaway. Fires the three. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Giles. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Down low. Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Dallas no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Portland with another turnover here.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dwight Powell. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Trey Burke. Now here's Brunson. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And the shot goes in. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Now Lillard. 3-pointer. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got J.J. Redick. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Here's Doncic, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Elbow shot. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard the pass to Simons. Mavericks leading by 7. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now here's Covington. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Cantor. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons. Here's Finney-Smith. Now here's Richardson. Here's Marjanovic. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Feet out and right on target. Good.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Finney-Smith. Jones against Marjanovic. And the shot goes in. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
It's Jones on the wing. Back to Anthony. Ball stolen. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
2 shots. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road, no less. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Now here's McCollum. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic with it. There's the pass to Marjanovic. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
And this is why people believe Porzingis is a long-term star in the NBA. He can carry a team for long stretches.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Dallas leading by 11.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Dallas.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Hardaway with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so here is Dallas after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Doncic missing. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A solid win on the road for them.
This
We bring you tonight in. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Cole is out there with Jokic. And there's Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the one spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Lillard. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Pass to Simons. Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here's Harrison. Outside Gordon. Now, here's Bull. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Simons, guarded by Porter. Lillard with it. On the money from 12 feet away.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it. and it's opened things up for him.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Here's Jokic, and it's blocked. But they get it back. The kick out to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Now Cantor. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Bull pulls it down.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And the basket by Gordon.
That was a long time coming. It took them 5 attempts to get their first bucket.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Giles in the corner. Out to the wing. Here's Simons, guarded by Porter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Nuggets also changing it up. Millsap comes in for Bull. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you say? Wow, hammering it in!
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's McCollum. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Denver passing it around. Rivers against Lillard. Lobs it up for Anthony. Rebound by the Nuggets. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Millsap's running, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Lillard outside. McCollum against Porter. McCollum kicks to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Oh, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
And here's Gordon. He's got 8. They get it back. Good. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. From deep. C.J. McCollum, and that's good.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Here's Rivers. And it's off from three-point range. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit the coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Outside, Green passes to Bull. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Bull.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy. My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Pass to Bull. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. McGee trying to break free. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bull.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Anthony finds McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Rivers passes to McGee. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Bull. Lays it up off the glass. Bull's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Anthony left side. There's the steal. And here's the fast break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Green. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And Denver also making a switch. Jokic has checked in for Bull.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Three-pointer, Lillard cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
To the middle. Here's Porter. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Kicks it out to Lillard. The pass to Giles. Back to Lillard. Pulls up. High post. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. And the layup's good off the glass.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Lillard outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Harrison. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Simons. Good work defensively by Millsap.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Porter kicks to Jokic. Over Giles. They get it back. Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers out in front. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Bol. Harrison out there with Michael Porter. And there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Roaming the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Shot on the wing. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the first basket of the second half here for the Nuggets.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Lillard scanning the floor. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The shot's good from Cantor.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Jokic lays it up and banks it in. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Lillard with it. 11 points in the game. To the inside. And stolen by Bol. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Harrison. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Simons, guarded by Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Cantor's got 8 points.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Cantor is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
Gordon against Jones. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Gordon.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum outside. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. And Jones with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
Man, how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Millsap trying to get open.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Showing off his combo guard skills. McCollum, he isn't just a scorer. He's a solid passer as well.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Porter passes to Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
McCollum finds Anthony. Back to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Gordon the pass to Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard outside. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jokic. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Simons. And at last, they get one to fall.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Giles, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Millsap, 2 points. That one goes.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Pass to Simons. Here's Giles. The dish to Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And they call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He said,
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Free throw good, Gordon.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Here's Lillard. Kicks it to Powell. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Jokic gets it to go.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Lillard from outside. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his fourth rebound in this one.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Gordon inside. Guarded by Powell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Norman Powell. Back to Lillard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now Covington. Here is Lillard. For three. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow by.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw good, Porter. Harry Giles is checked in for Nurkic. And Porter drops them both.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Here's Lillard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. The first one falls.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 14. Harrison passes to Millsap. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Millsap attacking, and Millsap slams it in.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts in getting to the rack.
Portland leading by 12. Lillard outside. Jacks up a three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And he makes both free throws. And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. Down by 12. Outside Gordon. And it's Portland with the rebound. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Three-pointer, Lillard drains the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Millsap misses. Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, that shot no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Seeing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. For the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1. Here's Doncic. Bucket is good. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
to the paint. Here's Porzingis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Harrison passes to Bol. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Porter against Doncic. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And pushing it up, here's Denver, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Doncic outside. Tries from 16. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Bol. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. The shot by Harrison, no good. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Passes it to Marjanovic. And here is Hardaway. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Jokic high post. Marjanovic on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Bol. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison.
And Powell is a tomahawk jammer. I mean, when he gets a head of steam behind him, he's ready to throw it down.
Gordon goes in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion. Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Here's Gordon. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Rivers surveying the D. Gordon against Hardaway. Gordon inside. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Dallas leading by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and the dunk by Powell.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Back to Rivers. Millsap down low. Working on Cauley Stein. Millsap dishes to Green. Back to Millsap. It's Porter outside. He can't get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas up by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Jalen Brunson. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Rivers. That one misses, and it's Dallas the other way. Here's Burke. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Rivers finds Millsap. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Nuggets with some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Harrison in for Jermichael Green. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Redick comes in for Dwight Powell. Richardson, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A nice shot by Rivers.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Doncic outside. Redick with the 3. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Richardson kicks to Redick. And stolen by Bol. Porter looking it over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 6 points.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Outside, Porter. Knocks it loose. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Here's Finney-Smith. Offensive rebound, Mavericks.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Rivers. Bol kicks to Porter. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Jokic. T right on him. Got a piece of it. Now, Doncic. He's got 6. Here's Porzingis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And, you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and That's always been part of his package, but as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation. Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 12. Jokic inside. Guarded by Marjanovic.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
40 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Doncic missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one hand.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. And Kenny, along with the incredible... And that does it for our half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Harrison out there with Michael Porter. And it's Gordon in at the three. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Doncic looking it over. Porzingis against Jokic. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And, you know, as a mid-range shooter, Millsap's one of the better power forwards in the league. I mean, he's got a really nice touch from that area.
Richardson outside. The three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Porter with it. To the left side wing. Here's Harrison. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks leading by 11. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Doncic outside, and the pass to Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you've got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Boy, that quick trigger mindset, when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
Porter in the corner. Right here. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Porter against Marjanovic. Tries a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Back to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Hardaway for three. They get the rebound. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Melly. And here is Burke. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. Offline with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 15. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Millsap.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Burke, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
McGee dishes to Rivers. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Here's Melly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Cauley Stein. Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard position. Here's Harrison and the powerful one-handed slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And they go to the intentional foul. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him...
Oh, what a play!
Woo! Dwight Powell, we knew he could bounce, but showing you some flavor, too. I see you, young fella.
Here's Rivers, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. Now here's Powell. Guarded closely. Passes it to Kleba. Launches it. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Haji. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Haji's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Bounce pass, Cauley Stein. Burke with it. McGee's there. From 12 feet out. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Whoops, they pick off the pass. They push it up 4 on 3. Burke, the pass to Cauley Stein. Banked in off the glass. Cauley Stein's got his first 2 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Clock at 6. To the inside. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Millsap. Another shot. Powell trying to free himself up. And there's the play inside by Millsap.
And, you know, rebounding is about knowing where the ball is going as well as pursuing it. And I like seeing him hit the offensive glass and go right back up with it.
Burke finds Brunson. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cauley Stein passes to Kleba. Burke can't get it to go.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Richardson in for Burke.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Taken away. Jokic inside. Fast break, Dallas. And the bucket is good. 3 points. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, that's not an easy assignment. As Porzingis showed there, he's a lot to handle. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
Now, here's Doncic from deep. The long-distance three is buried. Goes up on the high post. Basket good.
And you can see the focus and the concentration by Jokic because he knows he has a
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of depth. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Lillard surveying the D. And here's Covington from the arc. No good on the shot. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And here is Doncic. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Sweet move. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Marjanovic, and it's good. 2 points.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard against Doncic. Doncic with the steal. Pass break, Dallas. Richardson's running. A 3-ball. Lillard with the rebound. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. Here's Kanter. Mavericks with the rebound.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. From downtown. And it's Doncic missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Simons, the pass to Giles. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Marjanovic. Excellent D from Kanter. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's good.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. That one falls.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
McCollum left side. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Giles kicks to Lillard. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 6.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Doncic outside. Goes back up. And that's good for 2. Doncic has got his second basket.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more
than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now, here's Richardson. The pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up and stolen by Lillard. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum tips it up. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 4. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis over Giles. And the shot is long. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance on the money from 12 feet away.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Here's McCollum. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Fires from deep. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
McCollum against Redick, and the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 4 again on the bucket from McCollum.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here's Burke. Off target from outside. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. Cullen passes to Anthony. Pulls it from 20. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Powell. Back to Burke. 6 to shoot. It's Redick on the wing. Out to the right wing.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. A nice shot by Simons.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Doncic outside. Porzingis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
Cauley Stein passes to Porzingis, lets the three fly, and no good. And it's Portland the other way. 3-on-3. Here's Cantor. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks leading. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. They grab their own miss. Out to Doncic. Lillard against Richardson. Cauley Stein dishes to Richardson. Cauley Stein. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Simons. It's Covington on the wing. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now, here's Lillard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Cantor trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Lillard.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Doncic right side. Marjanovic down low.
Hustling to get up on that shot. No one can fault.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with the white foul. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Here's Powell. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Doncic against Nurkic. Now here's Marjanovic. Not a lot of room. Anthony with the block.
How about Mel?
Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Trailblazers trail by 5. Cullen passes to Powell. About 1 minute played here in the second half. McCollum no good. The Mavericks shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Hardaway kicks to Marjanovic. Dishes to Doncic. Pulls up on the wing. Yes, that goes in. Doncic has got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
And sometimes there's just nothing you can do against Doncic. He's terrific at keeping his focus on the rim.
McCollum, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. Yes, finally one drops after the 0-of-3 start.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Burke comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Powell finds Burke. And the layup falls. Burke's got his first points of the game. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Simons surveying the D. The pass to Cantor. Knocked away. Stolen by Brunson. And they're pushing it up. Here's Burke. A putback.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Lillard. .157 left to play in the third. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Brunson against Lillard. Brunson the pass to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Cauley-Stein has it in the corner. Feeds it to Powell. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's Simons. Not going to go that time. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Burke. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Burke's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 6.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Now Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Kicks it to Powell. Back to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's against Cantor. Hardaway from outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Cantor, the pass to Covington. It's good from long range. And now it's just a 4-point Dallas lead.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Brunson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's McCollum, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Here's McCollum after Luka Doncic's bucket. McCollum left side. Back to Nurkic. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now, here's Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. Richardson against Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Doncic with it. Doubled by McCollum. Richardson finds Doncic. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Powell. Back to McCollum. And here is Powell. Launches a three. McCollum, no good. Mavericks leading by 6. The feed to Richardson. Shoots over Powell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Now here's McCollum. Anthony dishes to McCollum. Jones for 3. He can't get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Portland also making some changes. And Fernie Simons comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And Doncic hits it to go.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Now here's Lillard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Redick with the 3. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Lillard outside. They need this. He lays it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. On the wing, Doncic. Clock at 6. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
Lillard against Richardson. Doncic outside. Right side, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And here is Anthony after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Yep, that one goes.
As his career has gone on, Melo has been better and better about finding the open man.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 11-point game. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Doncic. Second shot opportunity. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Bye.